If your outdoor photos are not coming out the way you want them to, you're not getting up early enough. For me, dawn is by far the best time of day to shoot. Let me explain. For starters, you've got the lights. The early morning is when the sun just coming over the horizon. It's really diffused. The light is warm. The shadows are really soft and beautiful. It's a beautiful time of day to shoot. And even if it's overcast or cloudy, it still has that really soft, diffused light. Everything looks very soft and natural and beautiful. The morning light just brings out the beauty in everything. And without a doubt, many of the best images I've ever taken have come in that beautiful hour before dawn and just after dawn when the sun comes up. As you progress further into the day, the light comes up, the sun's over there now, it will come up and come round here, and the light will get harsher and harsher and harsher, even in the middle of winter as it is now. That early point of the day is when the light is best. Now, I do a lot of showcases on Twitter, and I find particularly a lot of the showcase images that people put in, many of them are taken in the middle of the day, and the light is very unflattering. So you need to get up early and you need to get out and start shooting in light like this. The morning twilight, the weather is often so tranquil, particularly on a summer's morning. It's very still. Even today in the middle of winter, there's hardly any movement. There's a little bit of a breeze, and that generates such beautiful weather conditions. The clouds don't move so fast, so you can use them as part of your composition. It's a time of mist, it's a time of fog. It's a time when there's dew on the grass and there's very calm conditions. It's a really good time to shoot. It's a unique atmosphere. And if you're like me, introverted and don't like shooting in busy places, busy crowds, it's a perfect time of day. Here at the moment, there's absolutely no one. And this, I believe, is a World Heritage Site. In a few hours, it will be absolutely packed. People will be walking out to the lighthouse over there, and you just won't be able to take any good pictures. I hate people coming up to me and standing over my shoulder and trying to replicate images on their smartphones or asking me questions. I like to shoot in peace and solitude, and the dawn and the pre-dawn twilight are the perfect times to do that. And beyond that, you get to maximize your shooting time. You can get on location early and scout around and have a look for your shots, get your composition sorted, and then you have time. And then as the sun comes up and the light gets brighter, you can move around and you can be so much more productive by getting out really, really early. But if, like me, you struggle to get up in the morning, you need some tips. And the first thing is have it set in your mind and plan ahead. Make sure you know that you're going to get up the next morning and you're going to go out and shoot. Now, it's always best to check the weather apps and understand what the lighting is going to be like in the morning so that you've got that motivation. But don't trust them 100%. I've gone out many, many times when the weather app has said it's not going to be good, and yet I've gone and the lighting is beautiful. It may not be quite what the weather said, but it is beautiful. Scout your locations ahead as well. If it's a place you've not been to, get onto Google Earth, get down into Street View, have a look around, see where the light will fall. Use an ephemeris and see where the light will actually fall exactly in the places that you want to shoot at the time you want to shoot. Really, really handy apps to have. Things like photo pills, you can literally plan ahead and see exactly where the sun will rise, exactly where the light will travel through the day, and really great photographer's tools. Keep them on your iPhone, absolutely perfect. If you, like me, struggle to get out of bed, set multiple alarms. But here's a tip that I'll give you. Don't leave your phone or your alarm clock by the side of the bed. Leave it on the other side of the bedroom. That forces you to get up to switch it off. And it's that moment of getting out of bed that is most difficult. Once you've got out of bed and you've walked across the room, you're already up, you're already motivated to go. And that's a really, really key thing, the motivation, having the motivation to get out and actually shoot, particularly on a cold morning like this. This morning was easy for me. Sunrise is at 7:45. I left at 6:15. It's not a long drive. I got here with plenty of time. But in the northeast in the summer, sunrise is at 4:30. That means getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's tough. And you have to have the motivation to do it. And setting alarm clocks on the other side of the room is a really, really good way to get your bum out of bed and onto that shoot. And make sure you're prepared. You've checked the weather, obviously, to see what the light's going to be like, but make sure you've got all the layers. There's nothing worse than getting to a location and feeling freezing cold. You want to be out, you want to be comfortable. I have gloves in my pocket, I have a hat. At the moment it's about 1 or 2 degrees. I'm quite comfortable here, I don't need my gloves, and I'm quite warm, and the car's just over there so I can go and warm up. But make sure you're prepared. Equally in the summer it can get hot very quickly, so make sure you've got plenty of layers that you can take off and keep yourself cool. It's really important to be comfortable when you're shooting at dawn. When you're comfortable, you're more creative, you're more relaxed, you see more opportunities to shoot. Another way of getting up in the morning is to commit with a friend. Say that you're going to meet them at a certain location at a certain time, and that puts the onus on both of you to get up and to get out. You don't want to let your friend down, your friend doesn't want to let you down, so there's a very good chance that you'll both be there at the same time. And you can bounce the ideas off of each other whilst you're shooting, and as the sun comes up, and you can get some really, really good shots. So if you've got photographic friends, utilize them and go out with them, plan with them to get up really early in the morning and go and get those shots. So the sun's coming up really, really nicely. I'm going to carry on shooting the St Mary's Lighthouse here in northeast England. It's a well photographed location, but it's one that I love coming back to, and I haven't been here for a while. So I'm going to crack on and get a few more shots, and I'll talk to you in a moment. So as you can see, I'm now back in the studio. It's actually a couple of days later. I love dawn. I love that twilight just before dawn. It's such a beautiful time to shoot, and I hope that came through in the images that I've just shown you. The 4 or 5 images were all taken that morning at the beautiful St Mary's Lighthouse. And obviously in the video you saw some other shots that I've taken at dawn through the years. I would like to do some more of these photographic location style videos where I go out and talk about my experience of photography and how I do things. And if you would like to see more like that, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. And if you've got any questions about photography at dawn or in the dawn twilight, again, drop them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer them for you. I have a newsletter that goes out once a month. You can sign up for that on my website and the link for that is in the description below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. That would be really, really good. And even better would be a subscription. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one.